I have rounded up some mosquitoes for us to take a look at, and we have a couple different species and several different stages. This is an early instar stage right here. It looks like a first instar. I'll make a move for you. Very ginger. Probably second instar right here. Anopheles right there. The dark ones that are tumbling really fast, they look like they have some antennae on them. These are pupae. They are very close to emerging as adults. And we have some late fourth instar larvae here also. Looks like a culex. And some 80s right here. These are and down here, this guy right here is an anopheles, anopheline mosquito. So on one property we have several different species of mosquitoes going in various different habitats. Pretty neat. Hello, we're going to start off today by doing a mosquito control inspection of this home. It is an 1.5 acre property, and we're going to start right out here on the street where the culverts and the driveway begin, and we're going to work our way all the way around into the backyard. So we're going to start right here. These culverts and drainage ditches can usually hold a good amount of mosquitoes, and our inspection tools are a dipper and a turkey baster. A clear turkey baster that's graduated will give you some great images. But we're going to start right here by peeking into this culvert, and you can see standing water in it already. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and take a quick dip and see if we can't see any larvae in here. Looks like on the first dip we're negative for larvae. You know, it looks like I can see a couple in there. See if I can get one in the cup. And I'll have to have better luck next time because I don't see any in there. Looking at it, there's a good amount of water in the middle, and this would be a perfect site for Altis 30-day briquettes. So we'll make a note of it and we'll come back and treat this one. Coming over to the other side, we can see there's a ditch, and looks like water stands here certain points of the month. We can tell that too. There's some debris accumulated here from outflow into this culvert, so we'll take a look at it from this side. From this side it looks a lot drier than the other. Let's say it could be graded going towards the other side. And we're negative for larvae here. Still a site you would treat on your monthly service. Looking into the landscaping, the number one thing we're looking for is old containers, discarded items, things like this piece of plastic right here that can hold water. It may not have water on it or in it when you're on your monthly service, but it could certainly catch enough water for some mosquitoes to get established. So the number one thing is to inspect the landscaping for any type of trash or debris, and remove it as you make the rounds. See, this one was pretty wet. I don't see any larvae on there, but a definite breeder. Working our way up the driveway, I can already see some more debris in the landscape. We have some cans and what looks like to be here a fish tank. And it's still early in the year, but anything that you can tip over and empty is great, because I tip this right over right here and leave it upside down and make the homeowner aware that they had that in their landscaping. And any trash and debris, move out to the edges so that it can be addressed and picked up later. I'm just gonna start a little pile of the stuff I find. Like these guys have some batteries out here too. We'll hold on to this. Moving on up in the landscape, looks like we got a potato chip bag right here. And it has some water on it, but no mosquitoes at this very moment. But definitely something that would breed over time. So we're going to go ahead and leave this out. Make sure they see that we got that. Plants often will hold water in the leaf axils, and with the turkey baster you can get into these and see if they have any activity in them. Going around to this side, I can already see one of my favorite plants right here. The notorious bromeliad. And we'll go ahead and draw some water and take a look. And this is a perennial mosquito breeder. Some of the signs to look for are extensive mosquito webbing. And that's always a definite sign of mosquito activity. See, it doesn't look like we have any right this second. So this is another one that's going to definitely be treated. I recommend the Altus Pro G granules, and you'll get great coverage and knock this site right out. Continuing up to the front of the home, you always look in the landscaping, make sure there's no more trash and debris like we saw up front. Here we have another bromeliad, and we'll check this one for mosquito breeding real quick. And you can see there's a lot of algae in there. A lot of mosquitoes love to feed on algae, and we don't have any mosquitoes right there. Let me take a look over here, give it a quick look-see, and looks like we're negative there too. So, around the front of the home, looks like these folks like to spend some time out on their front porch, so it's a good thing we're here. I'm going to work our way over to the back. Continuously looking in the landscape for any type of water holding containers or items and plants. Always take a look up at the gutters also. Any signs of leakage or overflowing. So we'll head through here. That's covered, that's good. And it's thick. You can always use your dipper too to kind of fish through. I can see some more plastic right there. That will be a potential breeding site as the season comes up. Plastic's your perpetual enemy. And you can see, as you can see, plastic holds water and breeds mosquitoes. There's some springtails in there, but no mosquitoes, so that's good. Oh, it's like they like some trash over here. We'll pick all that up for them. We'll cut back. Play areas and play equipment are always very important, and they are important because kids usually like to leave things like bowls and plates, especially if they've been sneaking food out here. Always look around under hidden areas of concealment, because you know it could be undercover, but it could be in the path of a sprinkler. Here's one bottle. We'll fish that one out for the homeowner. We'll pick it up on our round through to get rid of debris. But otherwise, looks pretty good. Looks like these kids use this playhouse. So we'll take a look here at the wooded area behind the home. And what we want to do is make sure that there is no plastic and plastic debris, any type of container. Looks like there's a ditch on the other side. I can already see here some home wrap from the shingle packaging from the construction site next door. We'll fish that out. Another plastic bag. And as I said, you know, plastic bags are your enemy. They will hold water and they will breed mosquitoes. So, good part of IPM is picking up and disposing of anything that could breed. So we're looking pretty good. Looks like there's nothing hidden in here, and I would probably go so far as to recommend doing a little brush control and weed control back here. Mosquitoes migrate into areas overnight, and you know, during the day it gets too hot. Mosquitoes will dry out and die if they don't have adequate moisture. But doing a quick sweep on the initial service, you know, IDing your breeding sites, making sure you don't have water holding plants and debris should be job number one. Also too, I'll have to ask, but you know, every kid loves the woods. They love exploring the woods, and there's a ditch on the other side, but we can go ahead and do a barrier as long as we keep it low to the ground through here. We can control mosquitoes here. Over this side looks pretty good. I don't see any water holding plants. I do see someone's homework, looks like. We'll come get that on our way through again. But looks good. I don't see any water holding containers. We'll cut back over here. Here's a bottle, some more plastic. And you know, depending on it getting water in it, it's a great breeding site for mosquitoes. Looks good. We'll work our way back up to the house. It's always good to have a circuit on your inspections and treatments every time, and run the same circuit so you don't miss anything. So you'll notice, you see that the gutters are in good shape here, and the landscaping is in good shape. I don't see any debris, water holding debris on this side. And when we come through with the barrier, we'll treat all these down at ground level. Looks like it's nice and moist. Check your gutters and your downspout areas and make sure they don't hold water. Looks like right here they have a water softener, and it pumps out into the ground right here. We have a little bit of standing water at the bottom there. Some mosquitoes can tolerate that salinity, others can't. And what do we have here? Looks like we have somebody's science experiment. 4 tubs full of water. Let's see if we have any mosquitoes. Looks pretty good. Sometimes people will collect water like this. They believe it's better for their house plants, but it's not good for mosquitoes. So we'll take a look around through here. Looks good. No debris in the landscape. Here's a little piece right here that could potentially cause some problems. And we'll keep going around. And so, as we work our way back around to the front of the home, looking in the dense shrubbery, things like upside down, turned over frisbees and small plastic items can breed mosquitoes. So it's always good to look. In the ground recessed lighting, always check and make sure that they're not holding any water. We'll cut on through over here. Everything looks pretty good. We do have some trash and debris out here, but that's paper. Make sure your flood lamps are dry. And plastic and debris in the landscape looks pretty good. We're going to step through here. We're going to turn our attention to the grills and other areas. You know, sometimes they can hold water and mosquitoes. And we'll head this way. It looks like that was already broken. And there is a looks like somebody broke it and put it back. Looks like a southern lubber grasshopper met its end in there. This is definitely something that's gonna have to be looked at or replaced. That's actually a good find. It could be dangerous too if one of the kids would have fallen on it. Let's see. We've already been through there. One of the other things we want to look out for is play apparatus like this. This one looks like it's filled with water. And it can definitely breed mosquitoes, and we'll look at treating this right here. I've seen before where mosquitoes can fly in through the air vent hole and lay eggs, and I've seen these basketball bases breed quite a few mosquitoes. So that looks pretty recent. Looks like they were out here cleaning up. But things as small as a bottle cap can breed mosquitoes, and you won't find many. You might find 1 or 2, but let's look in this grill. Looks good, looks dry, the bottom's dry, but we have a bottle cap right here, and look what we have in here. Can you see it? It's a big one, and probably a couple days away from flying and biting.